What's going on, y'all? It's Big Facts again, coming at you with another video. So the first video clip that you guys seen was incident that took place today in Upland, California, where, as you can see, a bunch of MAGA supporters agitated a group of protesters that were protesting the treatment of citizens, the mistreatment of citizens by the hands of the brutal police forces in America. Now, whether you support Republicans or Democrats, whatever you have it, what that gentleman did by brandishing that gun is the reason why we need to push for stricter gun laws. Why he will pull out such an assault rifle and brandish that type of weapon, what he's trying to prove, only God knows. But that type of behavior is why we need stricter gun laws. Because if something were to happen, if that guy were to accidentally put a trigger or somebody were to provoke him and he shot somebody with that weapon, all hell would have broken loose. And it would have came down not just on that community of Upland, California, but the entire nation. Things would have kicked off. And I tell you this, people think like, oh, Trump is over, it's done for him come November. No, if anything, the silent majority, which are his fan base, which are his crowds, those evangelicals, those MAGA supporters, those Tea Partiers, all of them, they are just all getting pumped up and fueled come November. So that's why I tell these protesters, make sure these protests don't end with today or tomorrow or next week. This has to go all the way through till you get that man out of office you claim that you dislike. But we have politicized this matter, whether we like it or not. All of us throughout society have politicized this. This issue was about the wrongful killing, the wrongful death of an innocent man, George Floyd. This was all about the wrongful death, and justice will be served for him. You can count on that. But now with the whole looting, the rioting, the media now putting more emphasis on this and not on the fact that there was an innocent man that died, and how there's systemic problems within the police force, that this is always the constant amongst them, the constant type of behavior and how it needs to change. Instead of highlighting that, they want to highlight the looting and the rioting. They want to make this an issue of law and order. They want to turn this into a battle. They want to basically politicize this, make this a battle of ideologies. Whether you're conservative or liberal, whether you support right-wing ideology or left-wing groups like Antifa. This is what they want to make this about. Even with this shot here, you see Trump here holding up a Bible. He's now tapping into his base here. The evangelicals. I'm trying to show you guys and tell you guys, they are gearing up for war. This is war. This is almost like the second civil war in the United States. And it's all caused by this guy, Donald Trump. But if people want to really make a change, they have to realize that it does not stop now. Now, I'm not advocating for violence, because violence only begets more violence. But we have to be smart about this. People have to strategize now, like what is the next course of action? Because it's not about marching on these streets from morning to night and doing all these things. What are you going to do to have that change happen in your community? Which a lot of people are yet to come out and say so. They are yet to actionize a plan. All they want to do is just be internet revolutionaries, social justice warriors, and come out and, post a whole bunch of Martin Luther King speeches, Malcolm X speeches to make themselves seem smart. But when you ask them what's their plan, it's always, I don't know. Let's pray. Let's get together. And I'm like, that's not going to solve anything. But all said and done, people just need to be aware that a war is getting ready to kick off. All right. Those MAGA supporters, they are ready for war. You even seen down in Philly, you see a bunch of them now trying to be vigilantes and police their neighborhoods and having the police on their side. So people have to be careful. Already, MAGA supporters, when you seen the protesting taking place out in places like in Huntington Beach, California, about the whole coronavirus and the lockdown, they were already geared up to go up against left-wing ideologies and left-wing supporters. They were already gearing up for that battle. Now with this killing of George Floyd, this is only going to stoke the flames even further. Who knows what's next? Who knows what's next? But I can tell you both sides are mobilizing. Don't sleep on the Trump supporters, because people think that with all this going on, with the COVID, the stock market, the protests, with all this, people think this is a culmination of Trump will be out. But no, he has his army geared and ready. Already he's trying to send in troops on U.S. citizens. U.S. cities throughout the country are going on curfews, especially here in California. Curfews and lockdowns. Things are getting hot. But let me tell you guys, especially black people out there, do not align yourself with any of these factions. Please do not align yourself with any of these factions, because your message will get lost. They will politicize your cause. Do not align yourself with the Republicans. Do not align yourself with the Democrats. No. If you know police brutality is a systemic issue in your community, take it upon yourself to change that. Get involved in terms of how you would now conduct yourself in society, making sure that, your fellow black people in police forces are the ones policing your neighborhoods. Take actionized plans of strategies. Get economically involved and invested in your community. Those with money, please invest into your community. Buy homes in your communities. Those without money, go and look for employment in black businesses, or start your own business for that matter. Banks are giving out free money basically now with all the stimulus printing that's been going on. Interest rates at record lows. The only way change comes is through economic shift. When you shift yourself economically and position yourself in terms of economic strength, all these things will be corrected, because they will now respect you. Because one thing that makes the world go round is that dollar, that green. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'm out.